Hey, buddy, do you want to see Daddy when he was your age?
So the family is visiting grandson, and we were talking about the book Three Fathers in the Life of a Child and my experience coming to America. And the GoPro went out. But that's we're complete. I'll use that tape and rebroadcast that tape. So but this is the closing of that tape. I'm glad Rochelle Hacks the is it Rochelle or Rachel?
Rochelle.
Rochelle was asked the question, why did I come to America and why did I come this yeah. Yeah. So each time you go into a video, you have to.
No, not each time. Just one time.
Okay, so it's set now for
Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy some of this, folks. If the family members are seeing this, don't get mad at me, but it was just life.
Just like.
It's just life. It's part of the history. So Shipping Explorer is saying bye for now. Let me keep on showing you the shirt. Take the shirt so I can show off the model.
You know, they
Do I have my
shouldn't-
chest look good?
They shouldn't put the hat there because that's not.
See? That's a new thing.
Laura,
All right.
I'm just looking at it. They shouldn't put at Shippy. It should be Shippy the Express.
So
See what we have. We work.
so we're talking about not even coming to America. Why did I come to America? So I'm taping myself now. So Shipping Explorer is talking about.
topic.
Yeah, the topic is why did I come to America? So Rochelle asked that question. I can't tape her.
Coming
can
to
only-
America.
You can talk with the voice, and the voice pick you up. Why did you come to this region? You can ask. I'm not taping you.
So on the way here, I wanted to know from Kirk, what made you guys decide to come to the DMV area over other areas?
Yes.
Because most foreigners,
For you.
when they leave their country, they go
me see what you
down
have
south
up here.
or someplace warm.
Yeah. So the sponsor you have to, when the person sponsor you, a business sponsor you, in this my case, my mother sponsored
Let me
me,
give a piece of this.
and the immigration people authority
Okay.
would most like when it come to the first port of entry, they say, where are you going? And you say, okay, here are my papers. I'm being sponsored by my mom. And they say, all right. And you get processed. After you get processed at the embassy in Jamaica, the country, when you come to the first port of entry, United States, then you process you again. They check your paper, make sure everything is all right. They say when you had gone through the interview and everything, and they say, where are you going? Then you have to know where you're going, because
Let me take off
it looks
this
like you'll be,
one.
if you're confused and don't know where you're going, you should know you. Say, I'm going to Washington, D.C., because they're testing you, you know. They're testing you to see how you answer. So they finish up the papers at Miami.
Huh? You can cut it?
But I told you, saw a film on Miami. Did you see that film? When I came to Miami with my documents, with little suitcase,
Okay.
and I'm looking up like this, maybe it looked like I was lost. So they must have been watching me through the cameras or something. All I see is a man and a woman, the man on the left and the woman on the right, came down to me and like this and flashed the jacket like this with a big gun. And then they said, come with me. And I went to the room and they searched the heck out of me. They searched my underpants, my shirt, my pants, everything. And then they went in the suitcases and they dug it up.
From Jamaica.
Yeah. You know the story, so you cut it short there.
No, you're coming from Jamaica. Anybody coming from
But that's what he told me later.
where you stay drugs and all that,
I asked them why did they, after they searched me,
marijuana.
and they said go,
Why couldn't they find the people who did 9/11 then?
What you want?
so after they searched me,
Be careful.
after they searched me,
Eat the rice stuff.
after they searched me, and let me go, this, all my clothes, everywhere in the room. I said, well, why not dig up the place? Oh, I said, why would I do it? Oh, you have to, if we could get 100 agents to search all the Jamaicans coming through. And they just walk away leaving. And no, I don't, then don't you say, all right, your next plane is go to such and such and take your next plane. I had to pack back my suitcase. So anyway, I came up, and when my mother and her friend picked me up, and then I was with them. But I didn't stay in America that time. I only came up. You have to activate the visa, convert it from a application or a OK to a green card.
Okay.
You have to activate it. Show physically that you come through the country. Anyway, so I stayed. That was April 11th, 1979, I think. So I spent 2 weeks with them. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, more up there.
I
now?
spent
It's just dropping out.
I spent 2 weeks with them and went back home and then
Wait.
work.
You forget something there, Kurt, because I can see it. Come more up there ready to drop.
That's what happened. I went back home,
Excuse me.
worked, and then retired, and then left. And came up second time. Then start the process of sponsoring them.
You know how old y'all were?
1979, 60, 70, 26 years old. With a wife and child. So
Oh, thank you. Yes,
So they come up now and work that first 3 months, and I should get a glass to taste that. Yeah, and I couldn't, and then went back.
11?
quite strong.
Yes, that's so correct.
So why come into this area is basically you have to follow the
Whoever your sponsor
the
is.
sponsorship. You could come to Miami, and I mean,
Only over
you could probably come through the thing and then call them and say, I'm staying in Miami or I'm going to New York or something like that right away. They don't really force you. But it's best to come to where you know. Yeah. So the woman, as soon as I came, man, so when I came now I started work,
Video.
she carried me up to Gina's.
Your card for your ears.
And Gina's gave me the
Take
job.
some. Where's your earphone?
The doggone man, it's just the other day I found out that the minimum wage
Oh,
was
you didn't bring
$2.20 now.
Huh?
$10.
We don't want to hear that video.
The man gave me the job. And when I wanted to get another job to go into construction, he tell me, say, no, he can't hire me to work. And so I left the job. I would go to work like 2 o'clock in the evening like now. Oh, thanks. And then come off at 2 at night in the morning.
Construction.
No, the Gina's job. And then, that I was still with my mom. Then I'll come home with all the sandwiches.
Right.
Because we like March Madness now. We know like 11 o'clock, everybody coming home from the stadium. And we said to the supervisor, do you know there's a game on tonight? Should we cook some more chicken? I say, yes, cook some more batch. Because you know people gonna come 11, 12 o'clock to buy.
And where was this restaurant at?
Right at Four Corners, you know Silver Spring, Colesville Road,
Yeah, I think I do.
or East West, University Boulevard,
Yeah.
and Colesville meet right there. That's Four
So it's
Corners.
in Montgomery County.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montgomery County.
So 11 o'clock now we cook a lot of chicken and make more sandwiches. Call them giant. They look like Whoppers. And the people come and line up from the game and all that, and they buy on it. But we cook more than what is required. So when we finish clean up at 2 o'clock now, mop the place. And you ever work in a kitchen? You ever work in a restaurant? Anyway, you have to pull the cookers away from the wall and take the hose and wash down the place. And so, but But the chicken now we pack them aside. Either we're gonna throw them away, or you give them away in those days. So when very few people came for the chicken or the sandwiches, we'd have to throw the rest. So I pack it up, bag it up, and take it home. My mother picked me up by 2:30 in the morning. At least she did that.
Yeah.
So when I reach home now, I put the giants, like the whoppers, in the freezer, and the chicken, the excess. And after about a month or so, when the Gina's guy didn't want to give me, a friend of mine, Peter, said, there's work in construction, man. Come on over.
That's Madeline.
Yeah, so I said, oh. So I said, I went to the supervisor and said, could you change my shift? Could you change my shift to, say, evening shift, like 6 o'clock to midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning? He said, no, I hire you at that to finish working at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I said, all right, I quit the job. I went to construction with Peter. Well, Peter encouraged me, but at that time, Peter never. When I went up, is that when Peter was painting and I was the laborer? I don't think Peter had encouraged me. I think Peter told me that somebody told me that construction pays more. And I said, let me go try. And Chris hired me, Chris Whitehead, and the labor work. But since that was my field already, I'm a construction technologist person. I know to build homes, I know the design and everything, the surveying. Because me and him catch up one at a time in the bushes. He was surveying the land and he down the gully down and say, move your left, move your left. He has a dumpy level like this, and I have the posts, the stakes. And he said, push it, left, right. So when I went down to him now, I said, Chris, for my surveying courses, there's a better way of doing it. When you want me to hold the stick, the post like this straight up, and when you look through the dumpy level, if you want me to go right or left, you just put if you want me to go right, you bring your hands to the post and go like this. Because you may not be able to see. You can see, but you can't hear sometimes. If you want to go left, you go left. You say, who the fuck want? Excuse me. Who the fuck want tell me what to do? Because you think of African American. Yeah, I'm a white man. Nothing say, oh Jesus. Yeah, it's on the tape already. He doesn't think a foreigner should tell him what to do. So I said, all right. We kind of vexed for the couple of days, but we drink beer evening time. So after a while, it calmed back down. So So after a while, though, the painters in the compound in Bethesda. You ever been to Montgomery? You go to Montgomery Plaza, right? You ever been? You shop over there, right? You never shop over in Bethesda?
Not really.
You never gone to?
Never really go to Montgomery.
You know where NIH is?
Yeah.
Hospital? Well, in the back of that is Bethesda, River Tree, and all the expensive homes. When we are building homes here for 40-something thousand, we were building homes in Bethesda for $2 million already.
Back then?
Yes. Some of the homes. 600, 700,000, $2 million. That was the quality prices. So Peter now was painting the homes, and me doing the maintenance. They call it not even punch out. They call it the yard man or whatever it is. So Peter said, "What you doing, man?" I said, "Why don't you pay you?" I said, "Okay, Chris, pay me $3 something an hour." So I've gone up from $1.10 to $3 something an hour with Chris as a laborer. Yeah, laborer. Peter said, "Man, You can paint, man. When you come paint with us, you can. I say, how much you paint? He said $4.50. And Vita said, come on, man, you can. He said, yeah, I used to paint with my father, and I used to paint with brushes, and I didn't know anything about rollers. He said, come on, man. So I joined Peter them now and start to go with them. I left Chris, and then we paint. So Peter now, about the first paycheck now, I think I told you this about the paycheck. Got the paycheck and he licked me on the back of my shoulder. Man, you're rich now. And then we went to the bank, we run to the bank and cash the check every Wednesday or Thursday. The best paid day in the world, in this country, in the world, is to get paid on a Wednesday. Every week.
I get paid Wednesday.
It's the best pay.
I like
You're
it.
never
I
out
get
of
paid
money.
every other week.
Never out of money. So we run to the bank, man, and because you go to the bank with the check, now you tremble because sometimes the guy who wrote the check, the owner of the painting company,
He was sketchy.
sketching. Sometimes the money not reach his account yet. So you wonder if money is
So
in
you
there.
would be worried.
Or they say, wait, and then when they call them back and say, yes, go now, money in the bank. We run to the bank, man.
Oh my God.
$40,
Anxiety.
40 hours at $4 something an hour. That's 4 for 16. $160.
And you were rich.
4 for 16.
So you said 4.
You were
$4,
rich.
$4.50 an hour times 40 hours.
Rich man.
That's 180.
Yeah, $185 or something like that.
And you thought you was rich. With
Of course.
$180.
Put the money in my pocket that time they give you pure Chris dollars, What a can cut you. No old money. Coming from the Bethesda bank, man. Came home, you see, and I spread the money on the bed. Boom, boom, boom,
See,
boom.
$1 they give you.
With whatever, they're brand new. And look at it, man. So my mother
What
know.
is one name?
Cookies and cream. This is lemon. This is snickerdoodle.
Oh,
Yeah. So that before that, ma'am. So that by that time, no, she was here, and Karine was here. But before that, when I come on the $1.10 an hour, my mom tell me about when I get my first paycheck. Oh, you can't get Junior pocket money. So I say, yeah, man, get Junior pocket money. And she want me to pay either telephone bill or something like that.
Wow.
So I said to
You was
myself,
only there 2 minutes.
so I say, what kind of person is this?
Yeah.
I'm living with her.
that's why she was unhappy when
I'm
I
buying some food and thing. And she cook. When she cooks, I eat.
come.
But
Did you take this already?
I never know what she'll take. And me say, me have to save $2,000 by the end of the year before her sponsorship can come through. Why would a mother like that? She don't give me a chance to save the money.
Yeah.
At least for that time.
How long did it take you to save the money to bring her over?
1 year.
1 year?
Within 1 year, I had the $2,000. So here's the story now. Just before I left, I had wanted a car. And I love these 1974 Chevy Corona.
Oh, they had something called a
Camaro.
Oh, Camaro.
Chevy Camaro. Old one. I always love those
Where was
cars.
that back then?
That's real boxy, right? Little box shape. But
That's when they
still
used to
sleek.
make
This is a Chevy or
cars.
Chevy
Cars
something.
used to be like steel, stainless steel.
Yeah.
Because I had a Buick Regal 1990.
But I like the car. So anyway, went down to Kellenworth Avenue and they had the car. And the man said $2,000. So the bank has me $2,000. Bank of America, whoever owned Bank of America, Barclays, Chevy Chase.
Bank of America?
It was Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Had my money. Went to the bank and said, "Can you lend me, $2,000? I want to buy a car." Oh, you can't get anything. You don't have no credit. I said, but you have my $2,000 in the bank. You can't lend me the money against my money. Huh? No, you can't do that. You must go to Sears or some Montgomery going to establish credit. I thought me need a car. I say, you think about it. I sit down there, say, man. I say, you know what? Call her back and say, you have my money. You can't lend me? Okay, give me my money. You have $2,000 for me? Give me my money. Close the account. She run go to the manager. Oh, he says he wants his money because we're not gonna give him a loan. The manager say, oh, he wants his money, give him back his money. Took the $2,000 and put it in my pocket and hold it down tight and jump on the ride-on bus, 25 cents. And booked from Tacoma Park to Langley Park. I'm hoping an account right away.
With who this time?
With what was the name of it? Standard Federal Savings. A little
Standard Federal.
yeah, Standard Federal in Langley Park. Same day, same morning. And deposit the money.
Good.
$2,000. That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, but they have my money. Lend me the money.
That's crazy how times change. You can't go forward $1,000 nowadays.
How long days? My first check was only my pay me $1.10 an hour. You went to Giant or Safeway. Which one is Langley Park?
Giant.
Went to Giant and came home with 2 big bags like this. Not even $10. Milk and cheese and all sort of something.
Food were reasonable now. too.
1 gallon of milk.
Not even $10.
Not even $10. 2 bags.
Cause 1 gallon of milk
Was
$1
$1
something.
76 cents.
How much is milk now? $5?
Yeah, 5 to 7.
A dozen egg was 25 cents.
And eggs are $7.
One bread was 30 cents.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Get your cheese for 50 cents.
Yeah, I know my mother used to tell us stories about how cheap things used to be back in the day. Just to get a bottle of soda or a bag of chips, 10 cents, 15 cents.
You know how much you go to the movies? 10 minutes to go to the movies. In a Silver Spring.
Oh, we go to Silver Spring to the movies? Just the tickets are
Right where they are now.
Let me see, if we paying for all 3 of us, me, you, and Kingston, it'll probably cost us almost $40.
So back
And that's not even food yet.
25 cents. Double.
Wow.
What do you call it? What they used to call it? Double feature.
Yeah.
You know what is double feature?
Yeah.
You know what is double feature?
No,
You stay in the movie for 2 movies.
Okay. 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm telling the story. The ship they explored and you're teaching coming to America.
How do we get here where we paying all this money just to do
Cause
regular
and
stuff?
thief. They're not scared to say it.
It should not cost us money just to put food on your table.
Yeah. And it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse, right?
Gonna get worse.
Yes, with all this turf and thing going on.
So when I went back
Did
for
you used to have the milkman come to deliver milk? No.
that was gone.
That when we went to England, that was still going
It was still in
on.
England, yeah.
It's
The
still
milk,
going on now in England, right?
Yeah, that,
maybe some places, but not in town where mommy
I
is.
know she used to, but I don't think she.
No.
Anymore.
We haven't seen it in years. When the milkman comes and drop the milk at the door.
At the door.
They'll drop the milk at the door, and that's in England,
I only saw
but in America, huh?
I only see myself in England.
Oh, but America, the milk used to be covered. In England, it never
They used
is.
to do it in America. My mother used to get them when they was kids.
In England, I don't think the milk was covered. All the bread, the big long loaf of bread, and just put it on the steps.
Drop it off.
Yeah.
Broken bread.
You know, they would pay for.
When we went to England,
Video later.
1991. Kirky went with 1991
Well,
when we went to England the first time.
yeah,
From you.
I want that.
And you buy a fish sandwich, Rochelle. when you buy a fish sandwich in England,
I think so.
fish and chips.
You know, your tooth is better. You know,
Take your time, take your
you
time.
can stop, Kingston. What are you doing?
Fish and chips. You know what they serve it on? Newspaper.
Newspaper.
Oh.
That in 1991.
Where that?
Oh,
It looks like a pizza.
So Caribbean folks
oatmeal and what?
It looks like a pizza.
really came up to and teach some of the English folks. Sorry to say, some of the English folks how to do things differently.
Foreigners go there and teach them.
I don't like so.
But
If your son allow it.
Yeah, you know, eat all
What?
so now for them to be, maybe I shouldn't say anything about this current thing. So now people are here 40, 50, 70, 50 years. And then for you to come and say, okay, you're no longer welcome in the country as citizens, you know, something is not right. That's all I'm going to say. Something is not right. Something is definitely unfair with the whole thing. Illegals are fine. Criminals are fine. You know.
With hard-working people.
I mean, obviously we can all agree that anybody here illegally and committing crimes should be deported.
That's right, yeah.
But
I
people
agree
who are
with
making
that.
an honest living, especially our construction workers,
eh,
if you deport all of them, who's doing that work?
Nobody.
Nobody.
They're not the only one who do that.
so they think they're going to make the country better, but on the
How?
whole,
They are so out of touch. It's almost sad how out of touch they are.
yeah.
The country is based on building,
Hmm.
and the people put together work in it.
Yeah.
Whether it's Italians back in the, those times. Or
Yeah.
There's always immigrants coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Building.
It's so let me tape some of it.
You like that? You like the velvet?
So not one of, I mean, you can take 10 families in this country and maybe 8 out of the 10 have
Too sweet either. I like that.
immigrant
I like it.
background. That's red.
Red
Velvet.
velvet. You want
It-
to try it?
No, that one gives me headache still.
Oh,
I think it has the red number. What Karen knows the
the
number.
red food coloring.
Yeah, whatever is in it, it's still. So that's coming to America.
Yeah.
I mean, why I came to America? Because my mother wanted to get all the kids
Fun
back
for you.
together.
Yeah, that's why
Well, she wanted all the
And
kids
you're
in
the
back.
last one. You're the first child and you're the last one came up.
Yeah, because she had given me away from little. You know.
So how did you feel being given away?
Read the book. I cussed the hell out of her. And you read the book, you see
I
one
didn't
part,
read the book.
one
Is
part,
it the last one you just came out with?
not the little one, the
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 one?
revised one. The revised one is better to read.
But isn't that the one with 3 fathers?
Yeah, that's why I put in it. That's the one
That's the
I.
little one. That's
No, Shirley.
in size.
The little book is the Australian book. 3 Fathers is this one. See?
medium size.
Oh, okay. I remember the Australian one was. the
Read it again.
Okay.
You have this new one?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, Kirk say it. Yeah.
I was going through it again.
So how did you come up with the name Three Fathers? Where does that come from?
Because 3 Fathers. Let me show me the color. The question is, show me the book and ask the question again. Bring it
How
to
did
the
you come
camera.
up with the name Three Fathers?
How do you come up with the name 3 Fathers? Because I was growing up with one father, following him up and down. He would come home and this is your father, but he would never, not even a lollipop. He'd come home and he goes up to, it's 3 houses we have on the property. And they, at that time they were living up in a 2-bedroom house up the top of the hill. And I would follow him with the bicycle, follow him with the bicycle. And I noticed he would never give me anything. He'd never give me a lollipop. He would never bring a bulla. We call it bulla, like cake or cookie. He'd never give me anything. And then they left, disappeared.
Who?
My mom and the man who I called my dad, Mr. Morrison at that time, they disappeared for something. And they took Vinette and Carl, and Han was born as a baby. And they disappeared. They don't say, nobody said where they gone or anything.
Never tell you nothing.
Hold and behold, what happened? She had moved to some country school and was teaching. He was probably gone to England at the time. So they gave away Han and my sister went to my auntie, and Carl went to a Chinese family. You know of Chinese in Jamaica.
I didn't know that. Ew.
We have white people in
You never
Jamaica.
know.
No, I know that part, but I didn't know.
You know, they
Carl
have
went to a
Chinese.
Chinese
Oh,
family.
okay.
Because we've seen the Chinese.
He's a
people in
Chinese man,
Jamaica.
but he married
I
to
know Carl went to
A
China.
Chinese.
he
family?
married
Oh,
to
okay.
he married to the Chinese man. The black woman married to the Chinese.
Wow.
He talk about it all the time.
I don't know Carl's story.
So while he's there, then she regrouped and recruited Carl and Vinette, and then it was me and Han was supposed to come. Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't remember the question. The question was
How you came up
what
with
are
the
we?
name.
Okay, so Morris, you know, the first man. By the time I'm 12, 11, I walked into the barber shop. I heard the barber asking the man, he's cutting this man's ear. I said, Mr. Connolly, hey man, you know whose boy that? So I'm sitting down on the chair and saying, you know for boy that? And he looked around and said, you don't know that. You don't know who's picking that. Then me sit down there like Kingston, just like him, 10, 11 years old. Me sit down waiting for my ear to cut. And he said, I don't know, sir. And I hear the barber man tell him, say, oh, the policeman up at the station picked me. And he start telling him the story. So now me realize, say, the father, the clear skin one there, he's not my father. I think he's my father. He's not my father now. He's a policeman.
Yeah.
So when the man whose ear was being cut says, but backside, that man's supposed to come and see me next week or next month sometime with a case. So I took that information, I went home. Believe me, cars don't run on the street more than so. And I hear a car coming up the hill and I ran after it. After I deliver a television to this guy to get it charged. The television those days would carry the television and get the batteries charged up like a car battery. And as I left dropped the television off, I heard this car run. I see the car pass me and I start run after the car. The man then stopped. And I look and I stop. When I look in the car, I see myself. So, who the hell is that? Oh, I said, oh, that's the man that said I was supposed to come. So I'm there now. Then he stopped the car and I asked me a question. I said, then after a while they said, come in the car. And then, policeman talk. So I went in the car and they took me around.
They could have taken you away.
No, they asked me for Mr. Connolly. And I said, he said, where is Mr. Connolly? I said, you know Mr. Connolly live? I said, yes. And I said, okay, come and show us. Can you show us? And I said,
Gone with you to catch a man.
but the man called me. No, the man look like me now. He might go take me there. He take me there. So I walk all afternoon with him. He go and investigate his case, went down the bushes and came back up. And I'm walking foot by foot with them. Never a word.
Oh,
They say.
He didn't look at you and think, wow. You know?
No, his friend in the car look at me looking at him and the friend then looking at me. And if one of the friend look out and say, him look like Ross Benji. You understand it?
Ross Benji?
He said,
They couldn't
one of the
take
guy
you
in the
away.
car, his friends, one of the policemen in the car said,
The policeman.
"It look like you know Ross Benji." That's why, like if suppose Kingston come now and stop and look in the car and look at me. I'm looking at Kingston. And somebody then Kirk would have said, "It look like you know Ross Benji." That means say I look so much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So that's the
crazy.
first father who seemed to be rejecting me. I didn't know why at that time until I discovered the second father. So it's two fathers now and the second father now still don't acknowledge that I'm his son, although I met him at 11 years old. And based on the information I got from him that day, when I was going to college, now I went to his office. And I used to walk like a policeman before. It's so strange. And I wanted to be a policeman.
Oh, you
They,
did?
they couldn't take you away.
No,
couldn't.
I look like a policeman. I was big like Kirk, strong like a bull. So people she knows, people in high school thought I was military.
Oh.
When I go to the dance, like you
How
go
did
to a
you
party,
come to walk like that?
I always get
That's
that.
weird.
what do you mean walk like police?
Yeah.
Please.
That doesn't just happen naturally.
I don't know why. I was just, she was neat and I was neat in school. My pants is in my pocket, my shirt is in my thing, my belt is, then I have the broad belt. I have on nice shoes because my uncle used to give me nice black shoes and my shirt. And then I'm serious, no smile. You know? So I was a born police from then. So when that second policeman reject me now,
And you came to this one.
came to the farmer now, the farmer turned out to be, he was always the one who was giving me shoes and shirt and thing.
That's Uncle Pop.
That Uncle Pops.
So these were more like father figures.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So one is, but these are, not all of them. The first father by name is Morrison. I got the Morrison name through him. So that's a
But
technically adopted name.
he wasn't the current father.
The father, biological father, which is a policeman, I don't get his name.
And what was his last name?
Coosley. Costly. You know, Auntie Marie, them come here. The Coosleys,
your
them.
father.
Melodies and them father.
Melody and Marie's father.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his last name
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah. And then
History today.
the farmer now, which is Uncle Booze, who was always looking after me from I was little. While nobody's giving me anything, my mother not giving me anything, Mr. Morris not giving me anything, the biological father not giving me anything. When Uncle Booze come, he was the one who was taking out, opening his suitcase, and you know the smell. You don't understand the smell of America. When you come as a foreigner and come to the third world countries, when they open that suitcase, you know it's America. You could come in. It's a smell. It's not a bad smell. It's some kind of a
Pollution.
Foreign.
no. It's like a perfume. You wake up and
the soap.
oh,
perfume.
somebody come last night. Somebody come. Yes,
That's weird.
it's weird. I don't know if it's something they spray in the plane or a thing.
No, it's not in the plane.
That's interesting. I never knew that that's what y'all thought when they open up a bag or a
No,
suitcase.
thought we smell it.
The suitcase.
And that's why when you go to Jamaica and walk around and think, and you want to put on your slippers and try to look whole or something like
They
that.
know
They
you.
know you. They know you. You can't hide. You
Looking
have
at
a
you, they know you're not.
they know
Jamaican.
you.
So even for y'all now going back home, they treat y'all like y'all Americans now.
Yes, they know right away.
No.
And as
It's
soon as you try to
surprise.
buy something, watch this glass. They're trying to jack up the price because
In case they
they
didn't
know
get-
right away. And they want to, like how they rob her or something like that. They target you. So anyway, Uncle Booze was always looking after me, bringing toys or food or something. And say, here, Laurel, you want this one? You want a radio? You want this? So that's how the three fathers. So the answer is how three fathers in the life of a child came about is because it's two two actual, not actual fathers, one actual father, one by name, one by genes, and one by kindness,
Support.
and by support. So that's the.
Wow.
So it's a very. I look at that man so much.
And the police officer.
Yes. So the man is a detective
So
now.
you never were able to confirm.
Yeah, when you read the book, you see at the end when I was 40 something now recently. When I was 40 something now, I confront my mother and I said, Miss Lynette, no, Mr. Morrison was coming around now. He was the supervisor at Howard University. Property, have nice job. Was the property manager. All the maintenance people they come under him.
Wow.
But he was was acting up. I wouldn't say he's a fool, a brilliant guy, but common sense, never have common sense. And he was coming around now. He saw Kirk, and come to the Kirk, and even Kirk was gravitating. Karina and Kirk,
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah.
would bring them gifts. And even them was
Yeah, you
grabbing,
were
and they
young.
said, grandchild and my grandkids. And I said, Mr. Morrison, really, I don't think these kids are your grandkids, technically. You know. Oh, this is my grandkids, my grandkids. Because I said, did you know about Kusley? I discovered, then I thought, tell them the story. Now, because me get the story from 11, you know. And none of them don't know, say me know from 11. This is me 40 something now, and them don't know, say me know the story. That me haven't even actually met the
Right.
man who is my father.
Sorry.
So me said, Mr. Morrison, really? Oh, it's my grandkids. And I said, I know really, because I understand Mr. Kusley, a man named Mr. Kusley is my biological father. I said, did you know him? He said, yeah, no, I heard of him, but I didn't meet him. That I didn't know because them not probably meet each other, but the fact that he didn't give me anything back then, and now he's coming up when I'm 40 something now, he's appreciating me because maybe he has problem with his wife, my mom. He has problem with the rest of, maybe he's not too close to the rest of kids. Let's put it that way. And he feels good when he comes to our house now. Shirley cook, and he's there with Kirk and Karine, and he's, because they were the first one. I think Bobby was, who is the oldest one? Bobby or Jalma? Who is old? It's you and Karine and Jalma. Somebody came after you guys. I think it's either Jalma. So him get upset and go away, start drink more and get upset. So me went to my mother now and talked to her. She get upset too. Me said, it's time we put this straight. It's time I
start with
discover.
her. You need to tell us who.
No, let me talk to him first because he was the one who hugging up kids and grandkids and things. Then he went to her, she get mad. Oh, there's a man in Kingston. Go and go look for your man, a man in Kingston, your daddy or something. She don't know, so me know a long time. So when me pack up and go Jamaica now, start search for him. Yeah, that's, I found him now at 47 or 46 or something.
Wow.
He was sick. And then we had to sit down and had a good conversation. Me and him, me a cry, he's crying. He take out a bottle of whiskey and we drink and forgive each other. And that's because he was hurting. He was
He didn't know. He didn't know.
about me.
Yeah.
Then he met me at 11. I never acknowledged
He
me.
just never.
He knew because after me talked to him, and he
just
said
he knew, but he just never claimed you.
him saying couldn't claim him. I asked him saying couldn't claim
So why
because
couldn't he claim you?
him never want to get into the Mr. Morrison's and my mother's way.
Was he married at the time?
No, he married after me born. Him saying never want to
Did
get
he
in
have other children?
before. So him a girl and a baby. By the time me born, now me know say he had maybe 4 kids before me. Cause you have a big kid in Boston, a daughter. You have another daughter, the one that died, his grandkids them in Roslyn, down at the airport.
Oh,
My sister came up here and lived right beside me, and me no know,
wow.
and died. And then he has a boy, that's three, at least three of us, and then me, four. So it's either three or four before me. And then he had me, and then he went and got married and have four kids. Yeah, Tony, Auntie Marie, no, yeah, Tony and Richard, and then Melody, the four. And then, all I'm going to say, in between that, Mary, they might be watching the tape. Problems, create more problems in there. You understand what I'm talking about? Within the same area. So there's a sister that I don't know in New York, up until now.
And when did he pass away?
2005.
Okay.
When I was 2005, Shirley.
No, remember.
When I went to Nicaragua.
No,
2005.
no, Costly?
Yeah.
No, that was Uncle Pops.
Oh, my Uncle Pops
When you were in
died.
Nicaragua. That's
Yeah.
Uncle Pops.
So Custody died before.
Before him, I think.
Uncle Pops died 2012. Custody died 2005. Because we were going to Jamaica for family reunion. And so he died, and then Kyle and myself took Kyle to the funeral. Yeah, so Kyle saw.
Interesting story.
Yeah. So my mother now, I think by she giving me away as a child, and then the same 2005 or one of those
So
years.
she never came back around to take you back ever.
When she sponsored me,
Okay, so
that's when I'm coming back. That's 26 years old. That's when I'm coming back now, and then the
The
relationship.
relationship would have been better then.
Yeah, because she came down one time to Jamaica when my grandfather died, right?
And
That's Melody. his
yes,
sister.
we know. Okay, they are.
Yeah.
Who is it? Oh, that's Richard. Those are three for the kids. And then Tony is the only one missing.
Yeah, I would think the relationship would have been better since you came here. It was kind of like her time to like rebuild.
Well, we rebuilt. When she came to that funeral, my grandfather's funeral, the book says me and her hold hands like boyfriend and girlfriend and walk in the streets, and was, me feel so close to her. And then she left again. She had to go away. It was sad. Then my auntie died. And then
Did she have how many other children did she have?
is 5 of us
So
totally.
5, yeah,
So it's
okay.
4. So it's Carl, Vinette, Han, and Junior. So it's 4 and me like 5. So the relationship was good back then. And then she left, and then it broke again. So when she came back to Jamaica for that family reunion, her mother died. Did she come to her mother's funeral? I don't remember if she came back home for the mother's funeral, But when she came to that family reunion, I took her up by that time Uncle Booze and my adopted mom were living up in the house up in the fancy area. And I was kind of close to Aunt It.
Okay.
My mother dear, my biological mother dear, but Aunt It and myself would be hugging up and me touching Aunt It's face and all these things. So I don't know if it's a sense of jealousy kicked in, or she felt bad.
Maybe.
There you go.
Oops. She felt bad.